Hey everybody, Rick Cody is here with Black Pita Lacrosse. It's a snowy day in January in Chicago, so we thought we'd talk about stringing. We want to show you how not a full tutorial, but a show and tell of how we string our 2 leather Pita Pocket Mini. But we're going to break it out in a number of steps. Of course, you got an empty head to begin with, and the next step is to put in your sidewall and your leathers, followed by the spine. We add to the spine so that we then will have an area where we can string the sidewall into it. And we're going to show it here. We're showing the sidewall and empty. So we're going to walk right through and show you some of the stringing that goes into each step. Okay, so starting with an empty head, we're going to begin by putting in the sidewall, which obviously goes in the side. This is a pre-cut length, so we don't have a lot of waste. And each time we're going to feed it in from the outside and give it a little locking motion, sets it in place. Not every hole is used, that's predetermined, but right on down, and we'll conclude by passing it through one of the lower holes and knotting it. And this will be done to each side. Also included in this step is the placing of the leather. The leather has a rough and a smooth side. We'll install it so that the smooth side will be facing the ball. Each of these comes with a slot that is pre-cut. We'll feed the leather through it, set it, and then through its second hole. What's up, Banjo? Such. And then through the bottom hole, and this hole fits very tightly, requiring a little help from a pair of pliers to pull through. So when we're done with this step, we'll have 2 leathers and 2 sidewalls complete. Okay, so in this step we're going to put the spline down the middle, the track down the middle rather, and which holds the leathers together. So starting back from the previous step, we're going to take a pre-cut piece of sidewall and feed it through the top of the leathers. Balance that. Give it 4 twists. And snug it up and keep it centered. There's a certain distance that we're trying to achieve. In the end, we're going to put 7 of these down, and we want them all to be the same spacing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you get the idea? Okay, next step. We've established the center track, and now we're putting in the sidewall in the center. So we'll back up to the previous step. There's all 7 of them in place, and it's dimensionally correct this way. And we'll show that how that was done. We'll get to that. We're going to put an identical length of sidewall back through the top like we did previously. And now from the other side, we'll balance it up. And in this process, we're locking in through the knot that's established. Very important that we get this firm and tight so when we put our sidewalls in, we don't have a lot of play. We'll do one more. And that's the general idea. When we get to the end, we'll pass this string through the same hole that we've come through in this on this here, and we will know where to tie it off because we'll put a stretcher in. I'll show that stretcher in the next. Okay, so we have established our sidewall down the center, and here I've already put in our connecting sidewall material to create a pocket joining the two sidewalls. And I'm going to do this one here. I'm going to start by putting the stretcher in, and the stretcher goes in a particular location each time so that the pocket is the same each time. Same depth, same location. It's a medium-high pocket. And with that in place, we can begin to string it. Each time we come back over, it's over the top. Through there. And we're going to finish it. And when we're finished, we're going to be just like this over here. Now, once that's in, when we're done tensioning it, this string will be about that far out. So all that has to be tightened up accordingly. So when the final look is going to be like that tight, and that tight, and that tight as we go down. Each has to be well. It's okay. It has to be very balanced so that in the end we have our pocket and our shooters where they belong, so the ball flies out.